Hi, it's Lee. Welcome to another Learn English with Lee, and welcome to another video looking at future simple. Okay, because remember, I've made one video for each of the different functions of future simple. So remember, we said that we can use future simple, so I will plus verb infinitive for first conditional, for spontaneous decisions, for suggestions or offers, for promises, and for predictions. Okay, so I've already made videos looking at first conditional, spontaneous decisions, and suggestions or offers. So this video is going to be future simple for promises. Actually, a couple of very simple examples with this function are when we say things like, I'll see you later, or I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, actually these are basically fixed expressions just for saying goodbye. But if you think about it, like in the expression is this idea of a promise. I promise to see you later. I promise to see you tomorrow. So a more general example of future simple using this function would be if we have two people talking. Okay, so in our scenario, and person A says, oh, you live with Claire, don't you? And the other person says, yeah, I do. Yeah, she's my housemate. So the first person says, okay, fantastic. This is her book. Can you give it to her for me? And then the other person takes the book and says, sure, no problem. I'll give it to her later. Or I'll give it to her when I see her. And the first person trusts that the other person will give the book, because the language, I'll give it to her when I see her, sounds a bit like a promise. It's a promise about something you're going to do in the future. Okay, and that's it for this video. Very short video. I hope you're watching all of the videos, because the 5 different functions of future simple are very important for you to understand if you want to understand when to use future simple and when to use going to. Because if you remember, like I said in the previous 2 videos, actually to talk about the future in a general way, native speakers usually use going to. So we will only use future if it is one of these specific functions that I'm talking about in these videos. So if you have any questions, again, please just leave me a comment. I'll be happy to answer, and try and notice these different functions. So we already have 4 now. So we've got first conditional, spontaneous decisions, suggestions or offers, and this video looking at promises. So read a book, read a magazine, watch a movie, listen and try to identify when they use future simple, and then try to connect it to which function they are trying to express. Okay, thank you very much for watching. See you next time.